Hi friends, welcome back to the class of thermodynamics. In our previous sessions, we have seen about what is heat transfer, what is work transfer, what is the work transfer for different processes. Now, in today's session, we will see what is the heat transfer in different processes. Means how to calculate heat transfer for different kind of process. What are the processes? Different processes. Just write in the comment box. What are the different types of processes you know? Constant pressure process. Constant process means isobaric process. Constant volume process means isochoric process. Constant temperature process means isothermal process. And constant heat transfer process means adiabatic process. And one general process is polytropic process. These are the processes. Okay. So we will see how to calculate the heat transfer in such kind of cases. Now, first we will see about isochoric process. Now, what is isochoric process? Iso means same. Choric is related to volume. So when volume is same, or we can say volume is constant, for such process, how to calculate the heat transfer? Let us see. So, how you will represent constant volume process in pressure volume graph? This PV is nothing but pressure and volume graph. Okay, y-axis it is pressure denoted by P, x-axis denoted by V, which is nothing but volume. So if volume is constant means isochoric process, so it is represented as vertical straight line. Okay. So what is the heat transfer in this case? So you write the first law of thermodynamics. Heat transfer equals to change in internal energy plus work transfer. Okay. Now this will be equals to CV dt. CV dt is nothing but del U. Someone can say, sir, it is mCV delta T. So okay, but if you are taking unit mass, you can say it is per kg. Suppose if you write mCV delta T, then the unit of heat transfer will be joule. Okay. Now here we are taking per kg, per unit mass. So we have neglected m. You can take m also, no problem. So the unit will be joule. If you are removing m here, representing in this form means dividing by m, then it will be joule per kg. Okay. Now, why this heat transfer is equal to CVDT, which is nothing but delta U? Why there is no expression for work transfer? Actually, law of thermodynamics is what? First law, heat transfer equals to del U plus work transfer. But when you see here, there is no work transfer. Why? What is the reason? Yes, the reason is nothing but because it is constant volume process. Okay, means V1 equals to V2. So what will be the work done for constant volume process? See, work done is given by integration of V dV. When volume is constant, means V1 is equals to V2. So what will be the dV? dV is nothing but change in volume. It will be 0 because volume is constant. If dV is 0, total work transfer will be 0. Okay? So heat transfer will be equals to change in internal energy delta U. And delta U is nothing but CV dt. So, right like this, you can find the heat transfer for the case of isochoric process. Now, next, coming to isobaric process. Bar is unit of pressure. Iso means same. So, it is nothing but constant pressure process. Isobaric process means constant pressure process. So, how to represent in PV diagram? Horizontal straight line. If we will proceed this on this y-axis, what will happen? P1 and P2 both are at same point. This point will be P1 and this point is only P2 also. Okay, means pressure is constant. Okay, and this area, when you drop this downside and you draw this area will give you work done. So if you find this area, This area of pressure volume diagram will give you nothing but work done. Okay? If in place of pressure there is temperature and in place of volume there is entropy, then it will be heat transfer. Now, the constant pressure process in PV diagram we represent by horizontal straight line. Okay? Now, how to find heat transfer? Again, write the first law of thermodynamics. Simple step. Write first law of thermodynamics. Then you proceed forward. Now, del U will be del U and work done is represented by PdV. Okay? Now, this sum is nothing but equals to enthalpy. We have seen that this sum is nothing but enthalpy, which is given by Cp delta T. If there is del U only, if there is only delta U, there is no PdV, then del U is nothing but Cv delta T. Means at constant volume, del U equals to Cv delta T. Okay, at constant pressure, this is summation of both and it is nothing but equals to Cp delta T, which is change in enthalpy. H represents enthalpy. Okay, so remember this thing. Now, work done you can write like this PdV plus VdP. Now, because pressure is constant, if pressure is constant, this dP will become 0. So you are left with PdV only. That's why we have written work done equals to PdV. It is clear to you? Work done can be written as PdV plus VdP. Means differentiation of two products. P and V are two products. We are taking differentiation. So PdV plus VdP. Now because it is constant pressure process isobaric, so this dP will become 0. You are left with only PdV. That's why here in place of work done you have replaced with PdV. And summation of this is giving CPdt, which in turn is equals to delta H, where H is nothing but change in enthalpy. Okay. Now, next process isothermal. Isothermal means constant temperature process. Okay, so there will be some curve. There will be some curve, and constant temperature process is nothing but PV equals to constant. How it can? You know PV equals to MRT. Mass is constant, R is gas constant, and now temperature is also constant because of isothermal process. So here right side everything is nothing but constant. So this is the equation for isothermal process. PV equals to constant. Now for this process how to calculate heat transfer? Again write down the first law of thermodynamics. Del U plus W12. Del U will be 0. How it will become 0 I will tell you. And work done is given by P1 V1 log of V2 by V1. Why? Why? I will explain you. See, first explanation how del U become 0. Del U is nothing but change in internal energy, which is nothing but mCv delta T. Now, isothermal process means constant temperature process. If temperature is constant, this delta T means change in temperature will be 0. So, this del U will become 0. Okay. So, here del U become 0. Now, work done is given by for isothermal process. I am talking about isothermal process. Work done is given by P1 V1 log of V2 by V1. Someone can say, sir, for isothermal process, heat transfer is equals to work transfer. Yes. Whatever there is work transfer, something is the heat transfer for isothermal process. Why? Because change in internal energy delta U is equal to 0. Because there is no change in temperature. If there is no change in temperature, delta T is 0, means change in internal energy is 0. Now, look it carefully. Work done is given by PdV, integration of PdV, okay? Now, you know PV equals to constant. PV equals to constant means PV equals to P1 V1 equals to P2 V2 equals to P3 V3 so on. And it is equals to constant. Now, from this relationship, what you can get? P equals to nothing but P1 V1 divided by V. Okay, P is nothing but P1 V1 divided by V. Put this value of P here. Substitute this value of P in this equation. Okay. Now, because P1 V1 are nothing but pressure and volume at state 1, which will be constant. At state 1, pressure and volume will be constant, which is nothing but P1 and V1. So you can take out side, because this thing is constant, you can take it outside from the integration. Okay. So you are left with dV divided by V, and dV by V means integrate to the, if you will integrate it, what will happen? It is nothing but log of V, log of V, and when you will put the limits, it will be log of V2 by V1. Okay, so work done is given by P1 V1 log of either V2 by V1 or P1 by P2. Anything you can write, V2 by V1 or P1 by P2. So this work done is substituted here. Okay, so you have to remember this thing. For numerical purpose, it will be useful, very useful. Now, next, polytropic process. So, polytropic process is represented by this formula, P into V to power n equals to constant. Okay, this is the polytropic process, means general process. When you will substitute the value of n, you will get different processes. When you put the value of n, you will get different processes. How? Let us see. Suppose n equals to 0. If n is equals to 0, what will be here? P into V to power 0 equals to constant. Now, V to the power 0 means if anything power to 0, what it represents? If anything, the power is 0, it is equals to 1. So here if you will put n equals to 0, V to power 0, it will be equals to 1. So you are left with P equals to constant, means constant pressure process. See here, this is constant pressure process when n equals to 0. Okay, so like this you can find, if you put different values of n, you can find which process it represents. So when n equals to 0, this is constant pressure process. When n is infinite means very big. If something is very big, this quantity will become very big in comparison to this pressure, which means n is infinite means it is very much big. Then P is very small, so you can neglect P. You can neglect P means you will get volume equals to constant. You can see here. This process is nothing but constant volume process. If you remember vertical straight line, this is nothing but constant volume process. So from 0 to infinity, the curves are varying like this, n equals to 1, n equals to 3, like this. Curves are changing from n equals to 0, from constant pressure, to n equals to infinity, constant volume. Processes are changing. Now, for polytropic process, how to find the heat transfer? Let us see. PV power n equals to constant, means P1 into V1 power n equals to P2 into V2 power n equals to constant. Now, take these two terms, first two terms, simplify it. You will get P equals to how much? V1 power n divided by V to the power n. Okay. Now, you know work done is given by integration of P dV. Put the value of P, substitute this value of P here. You will get this thing. Okay. Now, what you can do? This will be constant. Take it out and dV by V power n. Integration, how much you will get? This thing V to power n you take in the numerator. It will be V to power minus n. It will be V to power minus n. And when you will integrate it, you will get minus n plus 1. This is the fundamental of mathematics. Okay, you have to remember what is the formulas of integration, what are the formula for differentiation for different cases. So after resolution, you will get this thing, then put the values, limits, V2, V1. Okay, you will get this. Now multiply this first with this term, second with this term. When you will multiply and simplify, you will get finally this thing. This formula you need to remember. This is for polytropic process. Whatever value you will put here of n, you will get different processes. Okay. So work done for polytropic process is given by this. This is formula for work done. Remember. Now we have to find heat transfer. So write down the first law of thermodynamics, and it will give you nothing but this much. When you will put the values and you will simplify, you can go through the internet, you will find the derivation. So this is the work done, P1 V1 minus P2 V2 whole divided by n minus 1. Now when you multiply this work done with this, gamma minus n divided by gamma minus 1. What is the value of gamma? For air it is 1.4. For air it is 1.4. Okay. So heat transfer will be given by work done into gamma minus n by gamma minus 1. Okay. So you have to remember these formulas, note down all these things. Now adiabatic process. Last one is your adiabatic process, means constant entropy process. So in adiabatic process, heat transfer is 0. Heat transfer is 0. So nothing to do. You need to find heat transfer in adiabatic process. You know heat transfer is 0. And work transfer is given by V1 V1. Here it is V1. Sorry, it is printing mistake. Here it is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1. Okay. Here it was n minus 1. In place of n, you will represent by gamma. So work done is given by P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. Okay. And heat transfer is 0. So now you can see how to find work transfer and heat transfer in all the 5 processes. Is clear? Now different relationship between pressure and volume, temperature and volume, and pressure and temperature. Okay. So note down these formulas. P2 by P1 equals to V1 by V2 power n at constant temperature. When temperature is constant, P into V2 power n equals to constant. This is the relationship. See here. If you will go here, you will find P into V power n equals to constant. Okay. When temperature is constant. Okay. So when you simplify, you will get P2 by P1 equals to V1 by V2 divided by n. Note down this formula. Very important formula. This is at constant temperature. Next, when keeping any one of the other things constant, either pressure or volume. See, when pressure is constant, you will get this relationship. T2 by T1 equals to V1 by V2 power n minus 1. Note down these formulas. I am again repeating, they are very much important formulas for solving the numericals. The first, when the temperature is constant. Second, when pressure is constant. Now third, when volume is constant. When volume is constant, you will get T2 by T1 equals to P2 by P1 power n minus 1 divided by n. Okay. These are the formulas for polytropic process. Now for adiabatic process, in place of n you will write gamma. In adiabatic process, you will write in place of n you will write gamma. Okay. So these are very important relationships between pressure volume, temperature volume, and pressure and temperature. Okay. Now you can see this numerical based on this. A slow chemical reaction takes place in a fluid at constant pressure. Given constant pressure, how much pressure? 0.1 megapascal. Now fluid is surrounded by perfect heat insulator. We have done insulation. Okay, perfect insulation. This is during process 1-2. Okay, this is during process 1-2. We have provided the insulation. Then the insulation is removed and 105 kilojoule of heat flow to the surrounding as the fluid goes to state 3. See, starting in between process 1-2, there was insulation. After process 2, means after state 2, the insulation is removed and this much amount of heat is removed from the fluid to the surrounding when the system reaches to state 3. Okay, these data are given to you. These data are given to you. Means volume and temperature are given at different states. You need to calculate internal energy at state 2 and internal energy at state 3 when E1 equals to 0. E1 is given 0, you have to find E2 and E3 for such kind of problem. Okay. Now how to proceed? See, first what things are given. Pressure is given which is constant. Initial P1 equals to P2. How much? 0.1 megapascal. Second thing, in between process 1 to heat transfer is 0 because it is insulated. Then in process 2, 3, there is heat loss. Heat loss, how much? 105 kilojoule. And you are given E1 equals to 0. These things are given to you. And volume and temperature are given at different states, state 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So note down the given problems. What are the given data? Now proceed. First, law of thermodynamics, heat transfer equals to internal energy plus PdV. Okay. Integration, this much gives. Now in place of delta E for process 1 2 you can write Q12 equals to E2 minus E1 plus PdV. Okay. Now E2 minus E1 in place of PdV, work done how much? Pressure into change in velocity. Now pressure is how much? 0.1 megapascal. Converted into kilopascal. Converted into kilopascal. So multiply with 1000. Multiply with 1000. Here it will be V2 minus V1. What is V2? 0.3. What is V1? 0.003. Put down the values and Q12 is 0. Why Q12 is 0? Because it is insulated. And E1 is 0. E1 is given 0. Put these values, you will get E2 equals to this much. Is it clear? First write the first law of thermodynamics, then write down the formula of work done. Okay, put the values. Here given E1 equals to 0, so put E1 equals to 0. Given between process 1 2 means state 1 and 2 it was insulated, perfectly insulated, means heat transfer is 0. So put the heat transfer 0, solve it, you will get E2 equals to this much. Okay, so you got the value of E2. Now you have to find E3. You have to find E3. See, now write for process 2 3. Same formula, pressure is constant, dV is nothing but V3 minus V2. V3 minus V2. Put the value of V3 and V2. Now Q23 is how much given? 105 kilojoule is removed, means loss. Loss from system. So replace it with minus 105. Here E3 minus E2 plus this much. Now you know E2 is how much? We have calculated here. Put the value of E2. So unknown is E3. Solve it, you will get value of E3. Very simple problem. Don't need to panic. See what happens. People used to see very lengthy problem. They see it is very difficult. It is not difficult. Only the representation. How you are presenting it is difficult. You see deeply. Very easy problem. Okay, you have to just write down the formula of first law of thermodynamics, what are the things given, and easily you know the how to solve, work done. You write it PdV, integration PdV, solve it. Okay, very easy problem, friends. Don't worry, it's very easy. Okay, so this is the one of the sample problem based on the first law of thermodynamics. I hope it's clear to everyone. Thank you for today's session. We will meet you in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Take care.